So I will say,
20
on June 5th, this is the Plymouth Village Water and Sewer District Commissioner meeting. And let's open with the meeting minutes
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
for May 22nd.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Manifest and payroll.
I'll make a motion to accept the manifest and payroll as presented.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Over to you.
Back a minute,
I hope so.
Oh, that's,
I have a couple things to ask him. One to ask him, one to tell him.
keep that one. So I'm gonna leave that out for a minute since
Oh.
that's
Separate.
it's separate, yes. And then, okay,
What one is that one?
interim financing,
Oh, yeah. It's just a transfer.
right. Steve needs an autograph
It's
on
not
that.
separate though.
It's not that separate.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a manifest.
just, yeah. All right, so on to new business. We have, first up is the agreement with Pine Tree for wastewater
Yep. Cooling
receiving.
tower wastewater, right?
Right.
So Jason had a template of an agreement
Yes.
from some other place, that
Yes.
Casella, that thought it would be well to use. So he,
Hi,
hey,
Bob.
Bobby. So we dusted it up and sent it over to Pine Tree. Their lawyers redlined it quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're trying to work back through. Some of the things don't matter. Some of the things are substantive in terms of they don't want to indemnify us if a subcontractor does something negligent. So we've got to work back through that.
Yes.
That may take a little time. So we're working through it. And they really want to start in the
Yeah,
middle
no,
of
I
this.
figured.
They want to start in the middle of this month, but
Right.
I mean, we don't want to have any loss as a result. We want to protect ourselves. So
Right,
we're
yes.
doing our due diligence.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, that will be exciting to move that along. Golden Ridge
Golden
Mainline Extension Agreement.
Yep. Golden Ridge is the fancy name for another mainline extension at Riverside.
Okay.
And they're building the Irving Station out there. And I will tell you, after lots of back and forth with Mr. McGinley's attorneys and our attorney, we've got a solid mainline extension agreement that we can support if the board chooses to adopt it.
And the town will have yet another gas station.
And
God knows we're short on gas.
and convenience store.
Yes.
I wonder if they'll close the Irving down here then.
No, 'cause it's right near the interstate.
I think what's gonna end up closing is gonna be the BP, that's just the little one.
Oh, next door. That's too bad, that's cheap.
Every
So-
5 years.
They were more
every
expensive.
5 years they get flooded out though, and it costs them $300,000 to put it back together.
That's true.
Yep, that's
That
right.
is true.
You can only do that so long before
Right.
you start to take notice.
Yes. The balance sheet is
Yeah.
kind of upside down there. Well, I guess,
I make a motion we
Thank
accept the Golden Ridge Mainline Extension Agreement as negotiated.
So moved.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So, looks like that.
Yeah,
This is
there's,
just Chris.
Yes.
I swapped out blank pages for the signature pages that they sent us this out. Oh, no, that's not signed, excuse me, that's the next one. Harbor Homes has signatures on theirs.
Okay.
But Mr. McGinley will be in tomorrow morning. So there's a couple
Sign.
places here.
Yes. that.
Okay, thank you. And the next one
Would
is
be Harbor Homes.
That's right. And Harbor Homes is listing a subsidiary as tenant, which is Boulder Point LLC. So we had to go back and forth with them too. The owner yesterday was Brian Young Trust, and then there was another name, and then there was another name, so we kept after it until we got this afternoon a signed agreement, which I just printed. So it's all in order.
Subsidiary and,
Well, the way we set this up is, say with River Ridge, Mike McGinley's the owner, Riverside, then he's got tenants out there, and they get attached to these agreements by acknowledging their responsibility into perpetuity to take care of the line. So, up until yesterday, we had just one owner listed in our records. And, like all things in business, sometimes things move fast. I don't know if they've set up subsidiary corporations or what, but the signer is the same for both Harbor Homes and Boulder Point LLC. So it's all the same. It's all the same people apparently. So it's signed.
so we're good as far as all of the technicalities of the pump station and
Yes.
other engineering
Yeah,
aspects.
everything's
Okay.
in order.
Wonderful.
I'll make a motion that we have Chris sign as chair the Harbor Homes Mainline Extension Agreement.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And this is the one that's going up behind the dentist.
Yep. And it doesn't cross a road. So we don't have to have the whole use and occupancy permit
Oh, good.
that we had to have for first Mr. McGinley. The McGinley group is getting good at this now. Because we have,
we've done it
we have
enough.
probably
Yeah.
six times.
All right.
All right,
So that's
great.
new business.
Yep.
So move from new to old.
Yep.
Deeds and easements.
Yes, and I just wanted to report, you remember the box of ancient documents that we had, and we sorted them all out and
Scanning and,
scanned them. They're all scanned, and now our intern attached tax and lot number to the easement information.
Wow.
So we've got a system
she's
now.
been working hard.
Yeah, she was good. In the meantime, well, never mind. She had a health emergency right in the middle of things, and she was graduating too that week. So she's gone now. She was great. Shayla Locke from Brentwood. But our documents are now in form that we can just look it up on the computer when we.
so the project's complete?
Project's complete.
Good.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
We've had good luck with interns.
We certainly have. Yeah. We had Ace, which we would love to have him back, and Shayla was really very good too.
You went to
Different skills.
California, right, the first
He
time?
went to Seattle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I write to him. We text occasionally.
nice.
Really good kid. So that's that. Just a project report. That project is complete.
Excellent.
And I have for you a draft audit. Oh, Bob, I should get you one, shouldn't I?
We can share.
Somebody could give him, if you want to take it. I had a couple questions. We're getting back to the auditor. My questions are just information type. What does this mean? They'll be finalizing this unless you folks have a question.
Anything that we should,
No, they have a date wrong, and we just had some questions about, I don't think they counted some revenue that we have coming from the state, just minor, really minor, until they finalize. And then, once they finalize, they have to do the form, I think it's called 535, that goes to the Department of Revenue, and they're waiting for it because it's due.
no.
So are the auditors happy?
Yeah,
Generally
I believe
speaking.
they're happy. We don't have the management letter yet, that will come afterwards.
Right, I was
but-
gonna say, there's no findings in here
No,
really.
no,
It's
there's not
just-
that kind of findings. What they say is that
This is,
we gave them enough information to materially analyze that we're doing things in accordance with GAAP and state law. So, and nobody's brought anything to my attention, and I think they would if we had some,
As long as the
problem.
numbers all add up.
yeah.
I do want to keep that. So-
Yeah,
Can I have it?
you keep that, Bobby,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
Not at all.
You'll
so
get-
we have a solar report.
Yep, here you go.
on this cloudy day.
Yeah,
Are we still making? As long as we're
Maybe not
still
today,
making.
but, so, energy total for the year to date, 58, just over 58 megawatts. And the value at 16 cents per kilowatt hour would be $9,299.
That's awesome.
So that ain't chump change. And lifetime energy since we flipped the on switch is nearly 500 megawatts. So
this is at the plant.
I was just gonna say, is this at the
Yeah.
plant, not here? Because I can't imagine you getting that much
No.
here.
No, but
No, but we-
I'm running the numbers on my house and thinking of
This
this
is
stuff.
always net zero though.
Yeah, I know that.
yeah, this pays for itself.
yeah, so
Nice.
that is a
And
good
then,
news. Oh, I guess I can see how we're doing compared to. Oh, this is septage.
Yep.
Right. I just wanted to quickly see if there's a comparison here from
Kim said it's hard to compare
from
until the end of the year.
Oh, end of the year. Okay. Well, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Fair enough. The sun continues to shine mostly.
Right.
Okay, so this is our septage for the year. So far we're at,
We had some slow months and we just tipped over so that we're actually ahead of where we were
Yeah.
last year.
yeah, at this
Yeah,
spread, we're
yeah.
ahead of where we were at 1st of June. Yes,
Mhm.
good.
And in a month, when we open our
January.
brand shiny new
Busy.
facility,
Yeah,
Yeah, won't that be nice?
yeah,
It's a month and it'll be working?
yeah.
Wow, that's great.
yeah, so we're up about,
14,000
yeah, that's non-significant amount. Yes, right, $14,000,
at the
yeah.
halfway point.
That's great.
Well, even less than the halfway point.
That
So
is
that's
good, and
good,
we're
yeah.
coming into the busy season for
Right.
receipts, so that's positive. And then change order for the septage
Right.
project.
Yes, we had our job meeting today, and you might remember at the last meeting, you approved a change order for some $10,800 or $10,080.
Well, that was for additional work that made sense because
Yes,
of
yes, and so this change order is, that change order from last meeting, is incorporated into this, and then the rest of this change order is credits. So we're actually taking the $10,080.23 change order from last time. They'll do that work,
Mhm.
but we have some credits coming back in the contract. So this change order actually
Nets out. all
nets
the-
it out,
okay.
yeah. So the value of this change order is $8,503, but it will negate last week's, last
Right.
meeting change order. And this is a is this 5 or 3? I think this is 5 copies. Wait, maybe it's just 3 here. If the board approves it. So it should take a vote.
Okay.
Make a motion, we accept the change order from Penta?
The
Yeah.
change of the change order,
I know.
or actually it's a
It's the
replacement change.
replacement
order.
change
Revised
order.
change order.
Yeah, they're calling it number 3. That was
Right.
number 2, but
So
it
change
doesn't
order
matter,
number
right.
3 from
It's a
Penta
net,
for
it's a
the,
net gain
Right.
for the contract.
for the
Okay.
contract.
So moved.
Okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So let me see how many I have. 3.
So the Penta contract
5.
is
That's for the septage.
septage.
Yep.
Septage
We're
receiving
improving the
at the
septage
plant.
receiving unit.
I mean, I just signed a check for
Yes, you did.
$200,000 for it.
Yeah, and so let me.
Would you like to know what it is?
Yeah, I just want to
Yeah.
have a,
Let me comment.
Okay.
Let me comment. That project was $1,000,003.
Right, I saw that on the
Yep, and
slip.
then the board voted to take $140,000 out of capital reserve for the same purpose if we needed to use it. Penta started work last year. They had a winter stoppage, and they're going great guns now. We should have substantial completion next 15th, whatever that is, next week. And that means, and this is on my list to talk to you about, the interim financing that we have at the Woodsville Bank for this purpose, we'll be able to close that.
Right,
RD will close that loan
Right.
at the bank and give us the grant money, which is over $300,000, to finish the project, because the interim financing was only about 80%,
okay.
roughly, of the total cost. And the way it works is you have to use your own.
Spend it first and
Spend
then,
it,
yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I like it that you know
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, I get it.
Yeah, of course you do. So that,
understand.
so that's good. So we should reach substantial completion, so we'll have that interim loan closing within a couple of weeks, I would
Right,
say.
I was gonna say, I thought it was about 2 or 3 weeks out.
Yeah, and then final completion there on the schedule now is July 15th. But somewhere in between there is when we can actually start accepting septage.
Oh,
That's awesome. You know, they'll be finishing up, but we'll be able to open and have folks
Okay.
deposit septage in the new method. So that's pretty exciting. And, you know, they're working on blowers and pumps and the electrical stuff. I have to go.
No, I remember from the Warren articles for doing it, but I just didn't know which project was.
Right, well, it's a good question, because this one actually was appropriated 2 years ago,
yeah.
and we couldn't get going timely. I think we went out to bid so late that it didn't get going till the end of the year. And in this warrant, there's actually phase, I'll call it phase 2, but it might be phase 1A or 3, where we're gonna do additional work, like a truck scale and some other things. So, thank you. So the idea is to increase revenue. You know, we get a little bit over 300,000 average a year. So that will help pay for itself, and it'll modernize, it'll make it more attractive to the haulers to dump, and make it easier on our folks. It's all gonna be automatic instead of you have to have somebody run out and stand there.
And therefore, you may be getting more haulers in because it's easier for
And it's gonna
them.
be faster, yes, and our auditors will be pleased, because now we eyeball, if the truck has a window, we eyeball the volume, or we do it on honor system.
Now it's a measured volume
It
so
will
that
be,
you can.
yeah, so that'll be good.
Okay.
So we can bill accurately. Can I tell Bobby the other
yes,
thing I have for him?
please.
Thank you. I was reminded to remind you that you should find a deputy treasurer, just in case.
Yep,
In case you want to go out of town.
yep.
Okay.
Yep,
And I haven't thought of anybody.
I haven't either, and I'm racking my brain. If
Okay.
you have anybody.
So now everybody can rack their brain.
Once I have everything set up, I think it would be really easy for anybody who,
Just to come in and,
because they've signed checks, but everything else is, I'm
Right.
streamlining what was being done.
yeah.
So that you have a running balance of water and sewer at any given time,
Yeah.
which you haven't had in the past. You have
Right.
to pull it monthly.
Yep.
But I've built spreadsheets to be able to do that. So we're headed in the right direction. I just need to have a day or two.
I know.
School's out soon.
Yeah.
School's out soon.
And the importance of a deputy only happens when
When
we
something
really
happens.
need somebody.
Yeah, when something goes wrong, yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all good until it's not.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
And with our former treasurer, when we had the need, our deputy was out of country. So we just said, you know what? We just wait.
Yeah.
These things happen, it's a small town.
Yeah.
We just wait for signatures. Just,
Well, I think Jane is still on your list as a deputy,
oh, okay.
but
All right,
I don't
good.
think you want her as a deputy to me. I don't know if there's any legal thing about it, but also if I'm away, she's
She's gonna
away.
be away.
So
That's not gonna
that
help.
doesn't help.
That's true.
But she was deputy for Carol.
Doesn't really
Carol's-
pass the squeaky test either.
No, I
Yeah,
would
it's
prefer
it's
not to.
It's,
I would prefer not to.
it's more small town than we are
Yeah,
to do that.
yeah,
I knew a lot of husband and wife teams, but not in this town. Some of our, I
So-
won't mention.
yeah, anyways, that's,
Yeah, okay, so we should be looking for,
yeah. If you can think, I just had something, let me,
okay,
we'll figure it out.
all right, good. Stay in good health.
I am in great health, just so you know.
Next up is purchase recs, and we have 2 this week. The first being $2,012.16 payable to Dead River for a new power vent water heater at the plant. Oops, sorry about that. And then second up is $549.99 payable to Barron's Major Brands for a new gas clothes dryer. for the district laundromat, or?
For the district workers' clothes that they
I
don't
see.
take home, they wash there.
I see.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm glad.
Okay.
I'll make a motion, we accept the purchase recs as presented.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Yes, you know, I was remembering we replaced a boiler there, but I guess this is the hot water heater, something separate.
Mhm. Yeah, this is for the process. This is for the plant process. I don't, or maybe it's just for heat.
No, 'cause it's just
Dead
a
river.
40-gallon
Yeah,
water
okay.
heater. It's,
Yeah.
yeah. Steve.
Just a note while you're signing, I know we keep getting promises from rural development that we're
Oh,
gonna
yes,
find
that's right. It
out
was supposed to be by the end of the week last
first
week.
week in May, and then by the end of last week, and so I pace and wait. We had contact from Eric Law today, the rural development fellow, who said that our grant package is going to be beyond our expectations, but he still wouldn't give it up. And he said the hang-up was, or the delay, he didn't say hang-up, the delay was in that the paperwork for the architectural historic review that you signed last week, and apparently, I don't know if they had the wrong paperwork, but they may have to have us re-sign that, which is, fine. We have to do what they want us to do. So I don't know any detail. I got a message
Okay.
to that effect. So with all this hype, we are expecting some good grant dollars.
I hope so.
It's like keeping me on the seat of my pants, keeping me on the seat
Very
of my chair.
exciting.
Yeah. So edge of my seat. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
We
couldn't-
figured it out.
Where? Tips of
We're
my
right
toes.
between the metaphor.
Yeah, I was.
No public comments, so I think that wraps up the meeting. Next meeting will be June 26th, unless otherwise posted.
Yeah.
And we still have public hearings on our rules and regs upcoming. And with that,
The only news I have to report about that is that Jason sent them to DES,
Mhm.
and they sent their comments. So now our attorney has those comments,
I
and
see.
she said thanks. But
Okay.
we've had her busy doing a couple of things
yes.
recently, so hopefully she'll be able to get back on the rules and regs. And just in terms of meeting, I know when we get the call from rural development, they're gonna say, can we meet with you, Chairman, in 2 days at 1 o'clock to do the obligation letter? I mean, that's how much, kind of notice we'll get, so just stand by.
Yeah, I'm more or less around,
Yeah.
so.
They, apparently, when they get their funding notices from the feds, they have 5 days to get the obligation signature. So that's why they're always in a scramble.
Mhm.
It's a hurry up and wait and then hurry up.
System.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, then dance.
Yeah.
Well, I think that concludes the public version of this meeting this evening.
And I make a motion, we go into non-public session for RSA 91-A:3, section 1? I.
L,
Aye.
L.
L.
Oh,
So moved.
It's a small L.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.